Let's take a time of prayer and meditation. Is it on? So I ask that you take a moment to find that quiet, sacred space within you. Allow yourself to just rest there. When we let go of all of the activities of this busy season. For this is a very special time. That we are quiet and alone with that presence of God within us. As we begin this time of meditation, we remember that there is only one presence, one power, and one activity in our lives and in the entire universe. God the good, all-powerful. And so as we align with this presence and power, we are aligning consciously with all goodness and love. And we sit for a moment in that realization. We are one with all of the love in the entire universe. We are one with the presence of all goodness in the entire universe. We are one with all of the peace in the entire universe. It's all right where we are. Because we know it's right where we are, we can say, I am the presence of love. I am the presence of love. And I feel that love moving in and through me. It's all around me like a pretty pink, warm, fuzzy blanket. It's with me wherever I go. It's with me in every situation I encounter. Because it is who I am in my essence. I am the presence of love in my world. I am the presence of love in my family, with my friends, at my workplace, in my home, wherever I am the presence of love. And that love is active. And I send forth that love ahead of me to heal, to bless, to harmonize, to bring peace, and all is well. We remember St. Francis would say, "Make me an instrument of thy peace." But we can be an instrument of many things, many God qualities. Lord, make me an instrument of your love. To bring love to dark places. To bring love to relationships, to problem areas, to places and people that need to be uplifted and blessed. I am the presence of love. I am the channel through which love flows. And as love flows through me, I am healed and blessed, prospered, and at peace, and so much more. Loving Spirit, we are so grateful to know these truths, to understand how powerful the presence of love that we are. Every day, in every way, in every place, with everyone. For this knowledge and awareness, we are so grateful. And so it is. Amen. I have so many things I want to use this morning. I'm all over. Is this thing on?
Yeah, it would work. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. In my church, we really don't concentrate a whole lot on Advent or even Lent. I try to bring some things in just because of my unity background. And so to be part of this, it's really a joy to come back to my roots. I will always have a fond place in my heart for unity. This time of year, people seem to be at their best. There's more willingness to be generous in giving, kind and considerate, compassion towards the less fortunate, communicating with friends and neighbors with season's greetings, family gatherings and parties and celebrations. For most, it's a happy time. People seem to be their best selves, except on Black Friday when they're standing in line at Walmart and then everything I just said went out the window. I think this season stands out because there are so many expressions of love. There is nothing more powerful than love. The dictionary defines love as a fond, deep, tender feeling. This is why Christmas is a different time of year, because many people are in this love consciousness. We feel and see the upliftment of the vibration of energy, and we witness a change in people's expressions and behaviors. The love vibration is so high that Christmas can be a time of healing, to heal strained relationships, to reframe grief, to let go and let God, birth something new in our life. Love is our true nature, which is why it's easy to express love at this time of year. Love is who we really are. After all, we were created from God's love in the first place. Love is considered the greatest gift of all by the Apostle Paul. And I would like to share with you one of Paul's letters to the Corinthians. Let me get to the right place. Okay. Paul writes, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but not have love, I have become as sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not speak its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. And then I'm going to skip some of this and go to the end of this. And now abide faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love. He gives a pretty good dissertation on what love is and what love isn't. And we could go through all of that, but you can read this. Love is not about living from ego. Love is about living from our heart, from our soul, our true soul. Paul describes love's many qualities. We use love in so many of life's circumstances to heal, to bless, to survive, to stay centered, to honor, to stay in alignment with spirit, and to even bring about peace within and on our earth. Myrtle Fillmore taught that love is the great harmonizer, a force that can heal, restore, and unite. Myrtle believed love has the power to bring us into harmony with ourselves and with others. Where love is present, anything unlike love can be dissolved. Love can heal negativity, discord, and conflict, and bring forth peace and harmony. In our Advent booklet, and if you still have time to pick one up, there's some there and some under the podium here. There's a lesson for Saturday, December the 20th, so it'll be this coming Saturday, which really resonated with me, and I'd like to share this with you. Advent calls us to love, not the glittering, polished love of holiday movies, wrapped gifts, and store windows, but love that is complex, complicated, and messy. The story of Jesus' birth, marked by uncertainty, fear, and courageous faith, reminds us that divine love often arrives not in perfection, but in persistence and boldness. You know, it takes guts to love. It does. It takes courage to be loving, because it's not as easy as reacting and being angry. We have to choose to act in love. Advent love dares us to go deeper, to reach out to the hurting, to prioritize connection over consumption, to extend forgiveness even when it's difficult, to risk vulnerability by opening our hearts again. As we light the candle of love this week, let us ask, how am I being called to love more fully, more truthfully, more daringly? What might be born in me if I let love lead? That's a powerful question. What might be born in me if I let love lead? It is this love that brings light into a weary world. And this was written by Reverend Christina Garza. And the affirmation for this day is, I am a powerful channel of God's love. Let's say that together. I am a powerful channel of God's love. Let's say it 2 more times. I am a powerful channel of God's love. I am a powerful channel of God's love. It is not always easy to love or even come from a loving place when we're hurting. But it is possible to choose the position of being loved in action. I've had the opportunity this year to dissolve and heal a few conflicts, some personal, some church-related, because I'm the senior minister at my church, and so a lot ends up coming to me. The buck stops here, and it's been a real education to me this year. Each time I have been afforded the opportunity to stand in love and witness the outcome. A couple of these opportunities were really tough, because we can't control someone else's response. We'd like them to be in line with what we're trying to do, but we can't guarantee that. We can't choose their behavior, and they may not be willing to be resolve and heal. It's like the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Staying centered in love, we let it be and we let go. We go as far as we can, and then we have to know when we've gone as far as we can. And we have to let go. In the book, Understanding Your Soul, The Channeled Wisdom of Jesus by Christine M. Bush, this is one of Unity's new books. And it's one of the best books I've ever read. I'm going to teach a class on this at my church. And I put this reference out to people, and I've met people at Unity of Rochester that have read this book. Some people in my church are reading this book, and it's excellent. Christine Bush channels the wisdom of Jesus in this book. So you can get it through Unity. I understand if you're an Amazon Prime member, you might be able to get it for free. So you can get it through Amazon as well. So Christine channels the words of Jesus, and I'd like to share with you what Jesus has to say about love. Love is the energy of the universe. Love is the primal primal energy from which all other energies flow. Love is the vibration of the universe. Love is the vibration of creation. Love vibrates at a level that pure energy strives to attain. The vibration of love is all-powerful, all-healing, all-knowing. This vibration of love is all-powerful, all-healing, all-knowing. This is why it is so vital that you strive for love in all instances. When your heart and your mind send out the vibration of love, that vibration impacts upon and changes the vibration of darkness. So darkness can be defined as negativity, violence, war, anger. I mean, you can start with, even like major disagreements and work your way up the scale. Darkness can be defined as several things. This may not be readily apparent on the physical level, but it does indeed take place. When enough of you consistently send out the vibration of love, darkness will be dispelled. This is happening. As more darkness arises, the awareness of the need for love increases. This is the beginning of the transformation of your world. This transformation will take time, but it is necessary for you to focus on the goodness that is occurring and to commit yourself to a being of love. Acting in love is the best way to be a soldier for light. Acting in love is the most courageous action you can take. Acting in love will change the universe. And in this book, Jesus talks about a great transformation happening on the earth. And those souls that have agreed to come here now are part of that. We're all working for the transformation of our planet. And so it's important to be an activist for what is good, which is love. Okay, I want to read one more thing. He said, what does this mean when you are faced with darkness in your life? There is much darkness that has surfaced in your world at this time. How do you react? How do you change that darkness to light? It is not easy, but the only path to change darkness to light is through love. This love is not a passive love, but an active one. We can't just talk about it. We have to be it. We have to express it. We have to think, feel, speak, and act, and be it. It is sometimes believed that countering anger and violence with love is a cowardly and ineffective stance, but it is the bravest, most effective stance that you can take. You are to be an activist in the name of love, in the name of light. This means that you must step up to counter deeds that are done in anger, hatred, inequality, and violence. You must step up to defend what is right, to protect those around you, and to protect your earth and all its inhabitants. But you do not counter anger with anger, or hatred with hatred, or violence with violence. These are the cowardly acts. These are the ineffective acts. These are the acts that contract your energy and the energy of the universe. In the beginning of the book, Jesus talks about there's one energy, and we're either contracting it or expanding it. So if we're supporting negativity, we are contracting energy. If we're an activist for love, then we're expanding the energy. Every time you are injured in some way, or that you see another being injured, there is a peaceful way to be found to cease the injury. you can find the peaceful way. My experiences this year have led me to be someone that's not only teaching about peacemaking and conflict resolution, but to be it, to try to bring it about in certain situations where it's not present. I've learned a lot. And what's happened with me is I have a whole different purpose for my life. And I guess I just realized it out of some of the activities that I've been involved with this year, that this is my purpose. I'm somebody that's dedicated to putting love into the world and bringing about peace and harmony because of that. Jesus states that the universe is going through a time of transformation, and that the souls here now have agreed to be part of this transformation. Each of us has agreed to be part of this divine mission to affect the transformation of the universe, not just our planet, but the universe. And when I first read this, I sat with that thought for many days. I thought, could I really contribute to that? I mean, you're talking about the universe. I'm just one little speck. But it affects the universal energy. And just thinking about that, even a little speck in the universe has an effect. Love is more powerful than we can even comprehend. Our mind isn't capable of understanding it all. We can't understand it all. We don't have the capacity. However, what we can understand and what we can do is beneficial to not only ourselves but others. We have two great commandments to practice with. Jesus said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. So before anything gets out here, it has to start here. Like we always say in unity, it begins with me. If you're not happy with yourself and you don't love yourself, what are you going to put out here? The question is, how can we bring love to ourselves and others? Can we be an activist for love? Can we be an ambassador of love, expressing love wherever we are? Can love exist beyond Christmas? Wouldn't it be great if we had that kind of love consciousness all the time? Are we willing to take on the challenge of being the love that we have been divinely created to be? And we affirm, I am a powerful channel of God's love. That's the truth about us. Whether we can accept it or not, that's our truth. We are a powerful channel of love. We're powerful channels of many God qualities, but we're only starting to realize that. We can truly bless our planet and the universe. It's all about how much we're willing to participate in this, because we're powerful channels of God's love. I thank you very much for listening, for your time. It's been my pleasure to be with you this morning, and I'm wishing you all a happy holiday season. And thank you.